There's something rather unusual about Where My Heart Belongs, because in a musical world that often mistakes drama for depth, this song does something much harder. It stays simple, and it means it. That, in many ways, is what makes it work. Because this isn't a song trying to reinvent love. It's a song trying to honor it. And there's a difference. At its heart, Where My Heart Belongs is about emotional certainty, not infatuation, not heartbreak, not longing from a distance, but the quiet, deeply human feeling of knowing where you are meant to be. And that's actually quite rare in modern love songs. Most songs are about wanting. This one is about arriving. That gives it a kind of calm, emotional confidence, which is very appealing. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't overcomplicate itself. And it doesn't try too hard to sound profound. Instead, it does something much more effective. It sounds true. That's why it connects. Because when people hear a lyric like this, they don't feel as though they're being sold a performance. They feel as though they're overhearing a feeling they've had themselves. And that's always where the strongest songs live. Then there's Candice. And she's a very interesting presence, because what she brings to the song is not just beauty or elegance, although visually, of course, she has both. What she really brings is warmth. There's something in the way she performs that suggests softness without weakness, glamour without distance, and emotion without melodrama. She doesn't sing this song like someone trying to impress an audience. She sings it like someone who actually understands what the lyric means, and that makes all the difference. There's also something rather old school about the whole presentation. In the best possible way, the theater setting, the microphone, the evening atmosphere, the sense of occasion, it all feels slightly timeless. And because of that, the song lands not as disposable content, but as a moment, something you can imagine at a wedding, or an anniversary, or simply in the quiet company of someone you love. That's not accidental. That's emotional positioning, and it's very cleverly done. What I also like is that Candice remains slightly mysterious. You feel as though you know her emotionally, without ever fully knowing her personally, and that's part of the appeal. She feels less like a pop act, and more like a figure from a romantic world you'd quite like to believe still exists. And perhaps that's why Where My Heart Belongs is finding its audience. Because it reminds people of something they haven't completely given up on. The idea that love can still feel graceful, still feel sincere, still feel like home. And in a rather noisy world, that's a very attractive thing. So yes, I think this song works. Not because it shouts louder than everything else, but because it understands exactly what it is. A romantic ballad. Elegantly performed, emotionally clear, and quietly memorable. And sometimes, honestly, that's more powerful than people realize. What do you think? Is Where My Heart Belongs the kind of song that reminds you of someone, or the kind of song that makes you wish you'd met them already?
Now I know